Now, you may be asking questions about the security at the National Assembly. Well, let's give you an understanding of the architecture of Nigeria's lawmaking complex and the possible security points which lead to the chambers. Let's take a look at it. Now, coming from the major three-arm zone road, it leads you straight to the front entrance, open only to staff of the National Assembly, lawmakers, their aides, and authorized visitors. The front gate is about 500 meters from the main gate and often manned by armed uniformed policemen and other security personnel. After the gate you just saw, the main and front gate passage, the assembly building and the entrances are separated by a huge arena, as you can see there, which is about the size of a mini football stadium, with the symbol of the mace right in the middle, just right there. Now, only authorized persons are allowed into the assembly building, where armed security personnel are with a body security scanner. Each of the chambers has a foyer, which is manned by a handful of unarmed security personnel, as weapons are not allowed into the complex. So that's a look at just what the security architecture is like at the National Assembly. So this is a breach of security, whichever way you look at it. And let's get the perspective of an expert. And joining me live is a security expert, Mr. Ona Ekomu. Thanks a lot for joining us on the news at 10.
Thank you, Joma.
So, Mr. Ekomu, these people came in broad daylight, cameras rolling, took the mace, and then they left. So from the point of view of security, how can this happen?
Well, I think this is a security breach, clearly a security breach. The security program at the assembly, like you've described in your report just then, consists of a couple of point protection portals that you have to go through. And then that's first gate, second gate, and now the security checkpoint before you enter the assembly itself. And the purpose of putting all those gates there is to create what we call the 4 Ds of security. That is deterrence, detection, delay, and denial. Now, deterrence is you having those policemen out there uniformed with arms, and they're supposed to just scare off the bad guys so that they go away, they don't bother with you. But when people come up, they are now screened at the first point for weapons and perhaps even interrogated in terms of, or questioned rather, in terms of what they want, their business at the assembly. And then before they are admitted, second gate for their screening, and then the security portal for actual weapons search before they are admitted into the building. So what happened here today was that there was a meltdown of security. The 4 Ds didn't work. As it were. This is a concept we call layered protection. All the layers collapsed, they pancaked, because the bad guys were able to penetrate, and they came in and stole whatever they wanted to steal. And like Senator Ben Bruce was saying a second ago, they actually abducted a member of the Senate, and that was very unfortunate.
So from a security, as an expert, how do the 4 Ds, as you're talking about, collapse? Did they have any help from the inside? Because obviously you have maybe 1 or 2 collapsing, but all of them collapsing at the same time on the same day? Is it suspicious to you?
That is quite fishy. But I think perhaps there might have been compromise. There might have been. It's not proven. It's an investigation that will probably bring out what really happened there. There might have been compromise. Or perhaps the architecture was wrong. Because you have what we call a critical detection point, CDP, at which that is how long does it take for response to come when a breach has been detected. Now, if the CDP is too long, it means a breach will occur and then the bad guys will escape before response forces will come in and provide assistance, which is what happened in this case. Now, it's funny that I saw uniformed police personnel in all the videos that have been online and everywhere. Saw uniformed police personnel there, but nobody was getting shot or carrying away the mace. And that's the kind of security we have, because it's poor, because it shows that there was quite a lot of impunity. People actually did compromise. I mean, it's obvious.
All right, security expert, Mr. Ona Ekomu, thanks a lot for joining us and sharing your thoughts with us on the news at 10 tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.